Hey, what's up, guys? This is Mullins here, black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Just want to talk a little bit, just real briefly, about what Jiu-Jitsu is, and also what to expect on your first day of class or the first time you go to an academy or a dojo or whatever. As far as what Jiu-Jitsu is, people get confused sometimes, and you need to realize that Jiu-Jitsu is self-defense. It's not self-offense. So a lot of the techniques we use, the mentality that we have, is going to reflect that. So when you do Jiu-Jitsu, it's kind of about using what your opponent does. A lot of counter-attacking and stuff like that. So he does this, okay, I do this. If he does that, okay, I do this. It's not so much about, I'm going to grab the guy, I'm going to smash the guy, I'm going to lift the guy up and slam him. Because you got to realize too, it's not only about self-defense, it's about self-defense against somebody bigger and stronger than you. So you're not going to be able to freak out and flip them and knock them out and stuff like that. If you can, then you don't need Jiu-Jitsu. You just go ahead and punch them and put them in the trash can or whatever. But the idea is you're coming up against someone who is bigger than you, stronger than you, more athletic than you. So you have to rely on something other than your speed and your strength and your intensity or your freak out ability. You know what I mean? What you have to do is you have to make sure that you relax, you defend, and then you're ready to take advantage when your opponent makes a mistake, and he will. No matter who he is, no matter how skilled he is, he's going to make a mistake, and you got to make sure you put yourself in the right position at the right time to capitalize on that mistake. And the less skilled your opponent is, the faster that mistake is going to happen. Okay? As far as what to expect on your first class, you need to expect people to come in kind of with that mentality. So you're going to learn a technique that's not about being explosive and fast and strong. It's going to be about control. It's going to be about kind of safety first. And then as your opponent does something, you're going to take advantage of it. So maybe he's going to throw a big punch and you're going to clinch and take him down to a position where you can control. Maybe he's going to put you in a headlock. You're in a bad position. It's going to teach you how to relax, be calm, defend, and then escape and improve your position. One thing about Jiu-Jitsu that people don't understand when they come in is that there's a positional strategy. There's bad positions and there's good positions. And your job is to work from to the very best position. Sometimes you get stuck in the worst position. So you got to go from worst to bad to not so good to neutral to pretty good to good and then to great. And the very best position is a submission. So when you come in for your first day, don't expect for people to like freak out and go nuts, or people to just kind of really try to use all their strength, and definitely you shouldn't do that either. When you go in the first day, the most important thing for you to do is just relax, try to use what you're learning, and just try to chill out. The worst thing you want to do is come in and have a bad impression. It's okay if you don't know anything because it's your first day. So come in and try to meet people and see what's going on and do what the other students are doing. Look how they're training. If they're training light, you train light. If they are training crazy, then I guess you can too. But they're probably not going to be. They're going to be going very controlled. And just because someone's moving fast doesn't mean they're not in control. Okay? All right, guys.